So the day I decide to delete dating apps, which is today, is the day we're going to talk about dating apps. So the dating app doesn't just show you people. It shows you who the algorithm thinks you deserve. It's not a mirror of who you are. It's a mirror of how predictable your swipes look. And the strange part, the mirror changes the way in which you see yourself. Come along for the investigation today while we look further into dating apps. It's a really windy day here, so I thought this would do it justice. Oh, yeah, look how windy it is. As you saw in the previous clip, we have wind warnings today, so I hope you can hear me correctly. But we need to talk about dating apps. On the surface, dating apps just feel simple. An actual ingenious idea a few years ago. Swipe left if you don't want to match with the person. Swipe right if you want to match with them. And it affords you a bigger pool of people that you would actually probably never in your lifetime actually get the opportunity to meet. So, seems pretty good, right? And promises this like freedom of choice. Anyone, anywhere, at any time. Seems legit, right? I have a course in that building down there today, so we're going to head to that this morning. It's about 4 hours long. So, yeah, let's see. I want to show you some culprits of the wind. One, and then down there's also another one that's fallen. How crazy. So, that's the building I'm heading into in just a moment. But we need to talk a little bit more about these dating apps. The thing is, we think that it was just, this app used to just throw us random faces that are around us. That's not what's happening anymore. It watches how long you linger on a profile, how far you swipe up, what pictures you select to zoom into, who you reject, and who you message back. Slowly it builds a model of your type. And the feed that we start seeing is actually less about who is out there and more about this reflection of what you feel like you want. I think we might have to do the rest of the filming inside. We'll see. Okay, so we were going on about how your feed is now curated. Now, there's an interesting thing. That reflection, that it's reflecting who I like or who I think that I like, there's power here. If the app slowly starts showing you just casual hookups, that's what you believe you can only find on the app. It starts showing you certain type of faces or certain type of guys, and you start to believe these are the only people that are in my league. Or maybe do I deserve better? Probably not. You start thinking about those kind of things. It becomes this feedback loop. The algorithm is not just shaping your matches, but your sense of worth. It's kind of crazy. Well, we are back from our course. Today is incredibly windy. I saw cyclists struggling to actually cycle. It is only 1:30 now, so we're gonna work the rest of the day from home. Yeah, it's quite windy. Hello. So it's a little bit later in the day. I'm actually using my microphone because it is still so windy. I wonder if you've noticed my clips today have tried to indicate how windy it is. It's actually insane. I've been here in the Netherlands now 3 years now, a little bit over 3 years, and I haven't experienced so much wind. So it's kind of crazy. And it makes you think, long hair is super annoying with windy hair. Wow. Anyway, we need to get back to our topic at hand, and that is dating apps. Earlier, before I even did my course, I said that the algorithm doesn't just predict the choices anymore. It starts to narrow them.
It says, earlier, I think before I even did my course while I was waiting, I had said that this algorithm that these dating apps use doesn't just predict your choices based upon this idea of who you are and what you like. It actually narrows them down. And that's a story for another day, because they've got like these money incentives, and a lot of times you pay because you think, oh no, I need to get better or whatever. But if you don't pay and you continue to use this app in this way, this is where it has this weird negative reinforcing loop. So if you continuously use it and you continuously get this type of person, I'm going to use a guy's profile, for example. You keep getting this type of guy, very like a guy that you could potentially see yourself with, and you definitely swiped on earlier before, but you have since realized, oh, this is not the type of person that I really like. Obviously, this is a generalized statement. Take it with a pinch of salt. You can't really get across who a person is from a few catchwords and some pictures. But for the sake of this technology, this is what we're going to look at. The more you use it, the more you reinforce this is the type of person, again, generalize, you actually start to believe that this is the best type of person for you. And that's not because you've made that conscious decision, because originally you had said, I don't really like this person anymore. The app just keeps showing you this type of person. Or let's be more realistic, these 4 different types of personas. And these personas are shown to you over and over and over again, just with a few different pictures and this one likes wine, this one likes beer. Now, your type gets reinforced over and over again until this becomes a reflection of your own self-worth, your own self-image, and your own confidence in who you are and the best possible mate you can find. It's not just deciding, okay, this is who you're potentially going to match with. It's teaching you, this is who you are, and this is the love that you deserve. Or at least this is the love that you think that you deserve. Now, that's where it becomes a slippery slope. And it's enforced because of like the infinite amount of people that there are on these apps. And you just keep increasing your distance or changing certain filters, and you still end up with the same type of person. And to a certain degree, that has nothing to do with you. It's all to do with these apps.
Good evening. The sun is setting earlier now, so it's currently 7:30, so it's still a bit dark. But yeah, we need to get back to our dating apps. So earlier we were discussing how they do something to us, thinking that maybe our worth is less. Because of the people they show us, with their intentions to potentially be, hey, you will get better people if you pay us money. And there's this self-reinforcing loop that we sometimes forget about that. And we go straight into just being like, is this the people that I deserve? Like, oh my gosh. So it gets a little bit creepier, because unlike this real mirror, when you're looking at yourself, you can't just take a step back and be like, whoa, okay, what's actually going on here? Because you don't actually know the inner workings of the algorithm at all. Because the reflection it's showing you of yourself is not glass, or how does mirrors even work? I actually don't know. I should actually Google that. But it's code. It's not understandable to the normal human, nor to actually the developers of Bumble or Tinder or the other ones. Hinge, that's what I'm looking for. It's all hidden. Which means, and I conclude, part of your sense of self and your self-worth and how you see yourself is being shaped by a system that you will probably never understand and never truly know. So is this like the modern day cost of love? And it would be very interesting to see if more people are settling for something that, they may not deserve, or the people around them think they don't deserve it just because of the dating apps and how it's kind of conditioning our thinking on ourselves. So yeah. Anyway, on that note, I'm gonna go have a shower. And yeah, we'll chat for a little thought experiment, probably in like 25 minutes. 25 minutes later, we're showered and we have clean sheets. It's Monday. It's time for our thought experiment. What happens if the mirror you trusted wasn't made out of glass, but out of code? And every time you looked at it, it quietly changed the way in which you looked at yourself. It's consistent micro changes or perspective alterations that actually affect us. Because if you continue down this, you forget where you started. And sometimes it might be a good thing. But I think in the case of these dating apps, especially when you're looking for that like 1 in a million, not really actually, I don't believe in that. I think they are the 1%, and no such thing as the one. That's my brother's quote. But yeah, I think dating apps have this negative effect on ourselves. And I think it's for both genders, or all genders, I should say, rather. I don't think it's just also in heteronormative. I can't really speak for other than my experience, but I guess I do have friends and they have expressed similar things to me. And I think I might have it easy because of my position and my sexuality and all of this kind of stuff. I might have it easier than so many other people. So it's rough out there. Anyway, I'm gonna go sleep. Well, I'm gonna go read my book and then go sleep. But I will check you tomorrow.